Welcome to the comic commentary with Christopher. So, yeah, I've been meaning to do this for quite a long time. I went over this in the podcast, made a video a while back showcasing my dad's old comic books that he collected since he was little. He passed away due to a house fire, and I mentioned that because it damaged a lot of the comics, and it got a bunch of smoke damage. 1,300-ish were covered, and I finally got around to, I think sometime last year, I finally got around to sorting through all of them, logging them on a website individually. They're all over there. He also had like this really big Superman novel. No pictures, no nothing, just biography of Superman, and I need to read that. I haven't read that yet. What brings us here today is I was going through all these comics and I'm like, oh, all this old stuff is good. Let me try to complete some of the series that he couldn't complete. I'm like, why not start my own collection? You know what I mean? Like, it's still my collection, but I wanted to start my own. Actually start collecting myself and the series, like new series that I'm interested in. Waited a few months and Absolute Batman, which is what we're going to be talking about today, came out. I usually don't like straying from the classic story of Batman, but this fully grabbed my attention just based on everything that it's about. It completely reinvents the story of Bruce Wayne, the family, like his connections, his enemies, his friends. All of that is just like swapped. Complete 180. Absolute Batman #1. This is what we're going to be talking about today. #1, because I'm going to be actively collecting these. I already have 1 through 6 right now. 7 and 8 is on the way. I cannot wait for the Mr. Freeze cover to be released, because that still hasn't been released, because they know everybody wants it. Absolute Batman #1 gives you the backstory and outlines everything that has changed from the original storyline. So it just gives you an introduction, shows you what's up. Both, from the original storyline, both parents die outside the theater. Bruce using all the money and all the wealth that his father passed down to him to build himself up, fight crime, be the Dark Knight that Gotham needed him to be at that point. Here's what changes in the series. So this is Absolute Batman #1. Absolute Batman #1. Bam, bam, bam. So here's what changes in this series. So no more Mr. Nice Alfred. Like, he's not the butler. He's literally, spoiler alerts. This #1 issue has been out for a while, so no more Mr. Nice Alfred. He's an assassin. He's hunting Batman now. Deal with that. So Bruce's mom is still alive. His dad died in like some random crime spree at the zoo. So it wasn't a like a robbery gone wrong where Bruce was there with his with his mom and his dad holding hands, and then all of a sudden gets mugged. The dad jumps in front. Blah blah blah. It's not personal like that. Like, obviously, a parent dying is really personal, but you know what I mean. The original story, he's really fucking wealthy. He's upper echelon in the city, blah blah blah. He owns the city, basically. He has so much money. This one, he was born into a working class family, which is crazy. So we see blue collar Batman, much more relatable. He's huge. He has a new bat symbol, a detachable bat axe on his chest. I'm gonna go through the bat suit features in a second. Without the money, the butler help, the higher up connections, this Batman really focuses on how raw and how destructive he can be, dealing with all that shit, dealing with like health insurance and like paying off bills and all this regular shit. Without the money, the butler help, higher up connections, this Batman is the darkest the Dark Knight has ever been. It's the embodiment of a Dark Knight. The thing I love most about this issue is really showcases how fucking smart he is and how intuitive he is in this universe that helped him become the detective and know the ins and outs of everything. It's a common thing, like prep time. That's a Batman thing. You think of prep time, you think Batman. If Batman has enough prep time, he can kill anybody at this point. You can make that argument for like anything. But yeah, the thing I love most about this issue is how smart he is. He worked at so it goes into detail about this, but he goes to like every blue collar job that you can do and learns the ins and outs of all of these different types of businesses, all these infrastructures, to just be able to know what the fuck to do at any point in time in the city where he's fighting. Batsuit features. 6'6", 250 pounds. indestructible bat cape that shields him from bullets. He wraps himself in like a fucking cocoon, gets like riddled with bullets, and completely harmless to him. His cape tendrils, like the edges of the cape, the points, controllable. He can control them. They can extend and hook enemies. Like the fucking penguin with his umbrella. He can hook them bitches, slam them down to the ground. His bat ears, he can take them off and they work as fucking knives. His gauntlets have hidden blades that can be revealed and used at a moment's notice. So he has like those 3 prong things, or those 3 blades, or whatever the fuck you call them, on his gauntlets, and some bat suits. I don't remember which ones have them, which ones don't, but we've seen it before. And they can retract, and they can be used as like a very dirty trick. You know what I mean? And his bat symbol, it's completely different, man. It's not like a bat. It is, but it's just like a big bulky bat. It really embodies what this character design is. He can take it out and use it as a fucking axe. It's insane. It's insane. These are the little cliff notes, or the ending notes that I'm gonna leave every video on. This is just saying who it's written by, the art, the colors, the letters, like the font, all that, blah blah blah. Cover art, cover price, the release date, and then I wanted to give a brief description of the artist, or not the artist, the dude who wrote this thing, who came up with this whole universe. Written by Scott Snyder. Art by Nick Dragata. Colors by Frank Martin. Letters, font, what have you, Clayton Cowles. And then the cover art is by Nick Dragata and Frank Martin. There's a bunch of custom alternative ones that look so fucking cool. I'll cover that in a whole different episode. I'll just gather all my favorites and we can just look at them, or rank the best ones. The cover price, $4.99. If you order it a few weeks earlier, or maybe a month earlier, you can get it for 50 cents off. So it'll be $4.49 at Golden Comics. I think that's what the website is called. The release date was October 9th, 2024. A little brief description on Scott Snyder. So he's written comics for both DC and Marvel, including the best-selling series American Vampire, Batman, and Swamp Thing. And he's the author of the story collection Voodoo Heart, The Dial Press. He teaches writing at Sarah Lawrence College, New York City, and Columbia University. He lives on Long Island with his wife, Jeannie, and his sons, Jack and Emmett. But yeah, I'm gonna cover the artist, the colorist, and all the cool variable colors they have for each episode, for each issue in the next episode. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope y'all like this new content format, because I'm going to integrate this in the Broke Knock Life empire. Make sure to subscribe, follow. Hopefully this gets on Comic Book TikTok, because we need to discuss the Absolute Universe, because I need to get into the other ones, because they have Superman, they have Wonder Woman, and all that shit, and many more. So yeah, peace out. This is Chris from the Broke Knock Life podcast. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that. Peace out.